Oceanigot, Galiele Chiqueto, Kohig, Wade Blevins, Dawadon, Hia, Jalagi Nakine, RSU TV, we're gonna new go, Jos, Kohi Su Daline, Jalagia de lo Costegele. So, welcome. My name is Wade Blevins. I'm really happy to be here. This is Cherokee 4 on RSU TV. I believe this is our 36th Cherokee lesson. I think so. We've been working our way through the Blondie comic that was written back in 1975. So I would have been like 2 years old. It's been a lot of fun kind of making our way through it and going through the way that this speaker spoke Cherokee. So what we'll do today is we'll get through it, and let me look real quick. Let's see how much more. We probably won't get through the entire comic part of it today, but we'll get through as much as we can. But before we do that, before we get to that part of the lesson, I wanted to show you one of the neat things. So here is the website where this was posted, and one of the cool things is at the end, between the Cherokee section and the English section, they had these things here. So this is di dedlo costote di suyeta. So, things to learn. And it had Ju Costly, which is a boss or a supervisor director. Here is what it says, Ju Costly. I've heard Ju Costly, or Ju Costla, and here Ju Costly, and that's a boss. And then it has Sutli Lord, which we've learned that word before. It's some kind of measurement. It can be a gallon, it can be a mile, it can be a bushel, and then of course Ada can mean in most of the cases we have in this book, it means wood. It can also mean he said, although nowadays most people say Adi. He said, and here we have amma and amma, salt and water, and we have kola and kol, winter or bone, and then we have dokwalel, a wagon or a car. We have geet, which is a dog. It can also be a hare, right? And then agia, he's eating it, or he's taking it. And then we have unchi, snow, or unichi, their mother, okay? And then we have askaya, a man. Aska, he was afraid, okay? Ustayahusk, it means his wife. Literally, it means the one that cooks for him, the cooker. Unigisti is food, or some place to get something. Unigisti, a place to get something. So between that, they had those, and then they've got like this little quiz that you can take, and then at the end of the Yoneg part, they have these quizzes here. They have like this little, it says draw a line between the English and the Cherokee descriptions that have the same or similar meanings. You know, and then this one here, they have in English, describes the picture, and then they have the Cherokee that also describes the picture. But not all of them. And I find this to be really interesting because the English and the Cherokees don't match up, you know, and so and whoever took this, because you can see on here, if I could zoom in, I would, but I'm not able to. Maybe, yeah, I'm not able to zoom in. So anyway, but whoever owned this comic before, you know, took the quiz, right? They circled some of the answers and stuff. So, like this one, this first one is a guy with a dog, and the choices we have una tlai, and uduli, and uyosi. Okay, so what do you think it would be? Unatla, uduli, or uyosi? Which one best describes this picture? Okay, I would say unatla would be what I would use because he has a dog, right? Uduli means he wants it, and uyosi means he's hungry. Okay, so then this one, this says, let me go to this one, and I think I can see better. Okay, this is ajikowati. This is atawedoska and aniwoni. So which one do you think of those three? Ajikowati, ajikoti, atawedoska, or aniwoni? So if you chose the middle one, atawedoska, means kissing. Atawedoska. Ajikoti means looking at or seeing something. Aniwoni means they're talking or they're speaking, right? So, so anyway, we won't go through all of them. We'll just, I just wanted to show you guys because I thought it was funny, and I thought it was really interesting. So anyway, let's get back to our actual lesson right here. All right, so let's read through as much as we've gotten to, and then we'll continue on, okay? So come, idalena jalagi idimoni. Okay, Ustijil, 1977. Ustijil gitli anid junatlai. Sewo kohiwo usa iga usatadid digia stiskesti. Klasko yiskiolig aya itatod. Dohiyu kayogo iskia joset. Do you seno tla taline yitaganel tani. Atachewi Cherokee wale skitawe tote. Oh, dohiule. Doyu kayo unegil ti ija dantid. Atachewi hawiya es nowu uwan seed. O sani kilo used wika yadela dela I gitli degelo jana I. Ahani katonha ijak toast diwo skeg na ijilak di jiki. O si kwa gesa si na dedlo kwas gun jagesa unigoli yedi. Unigoli yedi. Edod na gitli anid tla yanalstaya huska ugodi judalenad ulsuyana unigisti. Aguantada dohiyu kayo ijioja enusti nijatane skuke waka hawiya ejine di ijaduli. Utloyiku aya chita diki. Aya sku teldo whisky dasi. Naku no takaji ali igali seheno una dedlo quasti. Dohiyu ugana hawu dikanti. Yagwadu lagu agigisti aguasa. Yummy. Do you osta gesa? Tla nowu yido danel tli yido danel tlali sunale igohid. Na hiu no iustiku denineha danigi. Danigi. Ustichilahi gayasehisi nania unigo watud askaya asamadiya asamadiya sina gitligesa. Okay, and I believe that's where we left off. So let's continue. Okay, so I'll give you just a few seconds for you to figure it out and see how much of it you can translate. Okay, let's read it. So it says, Hawa, Hawa, Diniotli, Witiana, Witian, No Guhena, No Guhena, Alstaiti. Okay, so Hawa, Diniotli, Witian, No Guhena, Alstaiti. Okay, Hawa, that means okay. Diniotli, that's children. Witiana means go call them or go invite them. So so she's saying go call the kids. Okay, go invite the kids. No guhena alstaiti, because now it's time to eat. Alstaiti. Okay. If you've ever been around Cherokee people, and you've been to Cherokee meals or Cherokee get-togethers where they have a meal, you'll hear alstaiti a lot. Alstaiti mean and it just means it's time to eat. Alstaiti, okay. Alstaiti, okay. But usually they just say alstaiti, alstaiti. So that's a very important one, I think, for you to try to learn. That alstaiti just means come eat. Okay. You'll hear it a lot if you're around Cherokee people. So, and you'll hear hawa. You hear that all the time. It means okay. Okay. Diniotli witian. Okay. Go call the kids. Go invite the kids. Okay. Doesn't mean like call them on the phone. Well, maybe it does. I don't know. But it means to invite somebody or to call out to them. Okay. No guhena. No guhen. No guhen. Okay. Because now alstaiti, it's time to eat. Okay. So let's read through it a couple times together. We'll do it fairly slow and then we'll get a little bit faster, okay? Hawa diniotli witian noguhen alstaiti. Hawa diniotli witian noguhen alstaiti. All right, let's try the next one. Okay, so we have 4 different things here. We'll do the first one. So we'll do this one here. All right, so it says ayatun do you jigona. Okay. Then it says tla kilo aguastille doti. Okay. Yigi aguastayati. Okay. So ayata, yeah, me, doyu jigona. Okay, it's like doyu. Of course, doyu. You should know doyu. Really, jigona, jigona is like I'm starving. It's like, so it's another. I guess it's really another way of saying I'm hungry, but it's more like I'm starving, right? Jigona, um, I'm really starving. Okay, tla kilong. Awastiye do awastiye do diig. So no one needs to beg. No one needs to beg me. Okay. So no one needs to beg me. Awastaya, awastaya, for me to eat a meal. Okay. So he's saying, you don't have to tell me twice to go eat, is really kind of what he's saying. But so, tla kilo, no one, aguastiye, dotni, to beg, means to plead or to beg somebody. Yiki just makes it negative. So what? No one begs me. Okay. Awalstayati, me to eat a meal. Okay. So ayata doyu jigona. I am doyu jigona. I'm really hungry. I remember hearing this word, this jigona, but I had forgotten it. I had forgotten this word jigona, and but I do remember hearing it, and it yeah, and it's just it's like, yeah, it's just I'm famished, or I'm starving. Jigona. Tla kilo aguastille tote yiki. No one needs to beg awalstayati. Okay, to go eat. Okay. Then the next one, we'll read this one down here. And she says, Etota dohiyu, do you gata, do you gata, hinegi, hinegi. Okay, so etota, dad, dohiyu, really, do you gata, it's really true. Hinegi, what you're saying. So you're really telling the truth, okay? Edota dohiyu do yukta hinegi. Okay. Edota dohiyu do yukta hinegi. Okay. Then the next one, this one right here. Okay. He says, well, let me give you just a few seconds, see if you can translate it. Read it and translate it, okay? So I'll give you just a few seconds for you to do that. Okay, so this says ayada squirrel. Okay. Okay. Ayada squirrel. Okay. Here they have it as two different words. I've seen it done as a single word. Ayada squirrel. Ayada squirrel. And it means ayada means me or myself or I. Squirrel means also. So it just means me too. Okay. Ayada squirrel. Okay. So we learned another way of saying me too, right? A few panels back. And this is just another way of saying me too. Okay. Usually if the phrase is if all you're saying is me too and it's not in a larger sentence, then this is what you say. You say ayada squirrel. Yeah, me too. Okay. And then Blondie herself, let's see what she has to say. Okay. She says, well, let me give you just a few seconds, let you go through it yourself and see how much of it you can translate on your own. Okay. Okay. Let's read through it. A, se, da, ni, ga, da, gu, ski, iga, degiosi, kohi, usai. Okay. Aseda nigatawu ski iga degiosi ko usa. Okay. So aseda means, like maybe or must. It's like aseda. I'm trying to think of a way. Perhaps, maybe, or perhaps. Okay. So aseda nigatawu. Just everybody. Nigatawu. Ski. Ski. Really means like that. Ski. Ski. Iga. Iga is not really translated in this case. Degiosi, hungry. Kousa, tonight. So it's like, well, she's like kind of saying like, wow, I guess everyone's just really hungry tonight. So aseda, let's read through it together. Aseda nigataku ski iga degiosi kousa. Okay, so this word, how I've always heard it, kohi, this, usa, night. Okay, and when you say tonight, I've always heard it said kousa. You kind of just mash it all together. Kousa means tonight. Okay. Aseta nigataku. Ski I gande ki yosi. Ko usa. Ikateki yosi. Ikateki yosi. Anyway, let's read it one more time. It's just, anyway, something occurred to me and I was like, oh, well, if you say it like that, maybe it means. But anyway. Aseta ni gataku. Ski I gadegi yosi. Ko usa. Okay. All right, let's go to the next one. So let's see if you can read it and if you know any of the words. All right, let's read it together. Oh, I didn't put that down there for you, did I? Maybe it might be easier for you to read here, so rather than up here. So I'll give you a couple more seconds to see if you can make your way through it. Okay. Okay. So, let's read through it. Ni gata. Okay, now this says ge, gi, sa, ha, si. Okay. Well, let's go on and then we'll talk about that word. And then this says u, sa, e, hi. Usayehi. Igalstayati. Okay, so this one was a really, really hard one because, again, we have this whole and s thing. So when I first did it, I was like, well, that's an Gegi see? But that's like sounds like you're giving it to them, right? And that doesn't make any sense. So I sent it to speakers and we talked about it, and then I was like, well, maybe it's Geiki Sahansi. Geiki Sahansi. And this is a sa rather than an and then it would be ooh, son, and then I was like ooh, and I was like, that doesn't make any sense. And then I was like ooh, son, he, and I was like, that doesn't make any sense either. So but usayehi does make sense. Igalstaite. So what we came up with and how we figured, what we figured this is trying to say is nigata ge kisahasi is like they swallowed it. They swallowed it all. They swallowed it all. And then usayehi igalstaite means our supper. Okay? So that's what we came up with. Nikata geki sahasi Gekisahasi means they swallowed it all. They swallowed all of it. Like they gobbled it all up, right? And then usayehi in the evening, igalstaiti, our meal. So our evening meal, which is supper. Or our supper in this case, because it says igalstaiti, our meal. So that one really took a while. That took a long time and a lot of conversation and with different speakers and trying to figure out what this might be saying. So if anyone has a different interpretation, I would love to hear it. But I think probably we're pretty close. So negata gekisahasi usayehi igalstaiti usayehi igalstaiti, our supper. Okay, let's read through it together. Okay. So you'll notice that I'm changing the sound of gi to more of a ki sound. Ge ki sahasi, ge ki sahasi. Okay, let's read it together. Nigad ge ki sahasi usaehi. Okay, you can also put like a y sound, usaehi. Igalstaiti. Nigada ge kisahasi usayehi igalstaiti. Nigada ge kisahasi usayehi igalstaiti. So they gobbled it all up. Our dinner. Okay. All right. So let's see if you can read your way through this one, and then we'll read through it together. So, but do your best to see if you can read it. Okay, I'll give you just a little bit of time. Okay, let's read it together. This says, Adajewi Klada Skina Yinananisa Unohiu Saheno Gawanigistiwu Gesa Jalistayati Nihino chica, una lista yente. Okay, so do you recognize any words in there? Maybe so, maybe not. Either way, it's perfectly fine. So let's see if we can kind of play around with these sounds and get something that makes sense. So, tachewi, that's Dagwood. And again, how they came up with that, I have no idea, other than I know that Ata is wood. So that's the wood part of Dagwood. But Jewi, how that correlates to Dag, I don't know. But anyway, Clutter, it's not. Skinna, Clutter, skinna, it's not. Yinananisa, it's not their fault. Okay, Clutter, Clutter, skinna, yinananisa. Unohiusa no. They believed, because they believed. Unohiusa no means because they believed. Unohiusa no. Gawanigi stiwu. They could eat gesa was past tense, jalstaiti, your meal. Okay, so they really believed, because they believed they could eat your meal. Nihino, because you, chika, ate, you're the one that ate, unalstaiti, their meal, because you're the one that ate their meal. So this one was a really complicated one, wasn't it? And in English, we don't think of it as being a hard sentence to say or a hard concept to put together, but this one was really kind of complicated in Cherokee. So, Datewi, Klada skina, Yinananisa, Unohiusa heno, Gawanigi stiwo, Gesa, Jalstaiti, Nihino, Tsiki, Unalstaiti. Okay. So Dagwood, it really isn't their fault, because they believed they could eat your food when you're the one that ate their food. When you're the one that ate their food. Okay. So let's read through it together a couple times. Okay. Atachewi, Klada skina, Yinananisa, Unohiusa heno, Gawanigi stiwo, Gesa, Jalstaiti, Nihino, Tika, Unalstaiti. Read it one more time. Atachewi, Klada skina, Klada skin, Yinananisa, Unohiusa heno, Gawanigi stiwu gesa, Jalstaiti, Nihino tika, Unalstaiti. Okay, let's do it one more time. Atatewi, Klada skin, Yinananisa, Unohiusa heno, Gawanigi stiwu gesa, jalstaiti, nihino, jiga unalstaiti. Okay. So that was a pretty good one, right? Let's see if we can do maybe, well, no, I don't think we really have time to do, there's really one panel left, and we'll save that one for the next time. So let's go back through and read through what we've done today, okay? So this was the last one we did the time before. We'll read that one, and then we'll read through the rest of it in the time that we have left. So it says, Ustichi lahi gaya sehi si nani unigo watud askaya asamadiya sina gitlike say. Hawa diniotli witiyan noguhen alstaiti. Ayatan do yu jigona tla kilo awastiye do ten yiki awalstaiti. Edo tato hiyu du yukta hinegi. Ayatan squil. Aseta negatagu ski iga degi yoshi kousa. Negata gekisa si usayehi iga staiti. Atajewi kladan Kladuskin Yinananisa Unohiusa Heno Gawanigi Stiwu Gesa Jalstaiti Nihino Jiga Unalstaiti. Okay? So hopefully this is really helping you. It's really helping you. I know for myself, it's really helped me see all the different ways that they've used, like do-you, really, all the different ways that they've used that word, and all the different ways they've talked about having a meal, alstaiti, unalstaiti, jalstaiti, awalstaiti, you know, alstaiti. So, you know, all these different ways that they're talking about eating a meal is really, really fascinating to me. And it's really helping me, even though I kind of theoretically knew how it worked, seeing it all in context helps it cement in my mind. So anyway, I hope you're getting a lot of good information from this. Just keep listening to it. Keep going through it as much as you can. If you have a copy of this comic, you know, you're very, very lucky. I do believe that there are a few copies in different special collections in different university libraries and museum libraries and things like that, or museum collections. So anyway, from all of us here at RSU TV and Cherokee Nation, I just want to say wadon, don dago hunty, jadok sauce taste.